Hi, James with the 1hoursmarthome.com, and today we're going to talk to you about the top 5 DIY smart home upgrades that you can make to your home. Now, most of these upgrades don't even require you to use anything more than a screwdriver. Everything that we picked out is very simple to do, so don't get intimidated. And a lot of these projects are going to help you save time and money in your home, as well as they're just going to make it more pleasant to live there. So let's get started with our list of the top 5 DIY smart home projects. Now, the very first one we've got is adding a voice assistant or voice control to your smart home. So a voice assistant, there's really 2 big ones on the market. There's Alexa and Google Home. Both of them are great products, and it really just comes down to the entire ecosystem that you're wanting to build. I personally have more Alexa devices in my home than I have Google Home devices, and it's just a matter of that these things are pretty economical to put all around your house, and then you've got voice control everywhere. They also come in a wide variety of shapes, colors, and even have screens. And Google also has the same thing. They have small devices just like this called the Google Home Mini, and screens with video cameras so you can video chat and all kinds of other good stuff. Honestly, it really doesn't matter. Pick one that you like and want to use and you like the style of it, and think about the overall cost to outfit your whole home with voice control. And you say, well, why would I want it throughout my house? Well, there's a lot of advantages. If you have one of these in each room that you use typically throughout the day, it's going to allow you to walk through that room and turn up or down the lights, play music in that room, or control your HVAC or a variety of other smart home devices that you've got in your house. But if you're looking for a place to start, you can literally get started for less than $100 with one of these smart home voice assistants, and that is kind of the brains of the operation that allows you to control everything with voice. And I think as time goes on, people are going to use voice more than the apps on their phone because it's just easier. I rarely find myself adjusting anything in my house through an app because I just use voice commands when I walk through to turn up or down the thermostat or turn on and off the lighting. Now, that gets us to number 2. What is one of the next best DIY projects for your home? A smart home thermostat. And in this case, I typically recommend the Nest or Ecobee line of thermostats. And that's because these are the most common, most reliable, and they both have been around for a long time. So it's tried, true, tested technology. The biggest difference between the Nest and the Ecobee really is not so much features, but how they look. So just pick one that you like the looks of and go with that. The Nest thermostat doesn't require you to add a common wire, but it is a good idea. Some systems will need it, but the vast majority won't need a common wire. The Ecobee kit does need you to have either a common wire or install the common wire adapter. The only other big difference between the two is that Ecobee is directly HomeKit compatible, whereas Nest is not directly HomeKit compatible, and you have to connect it through a third-party app if you want to be able to use Siri voice commands to control the Nest. However, if you're using Alexa or Google Home, you can control the Nest with your voice commands through Alexa or Google Home with the Nest. And with Ecobee, you can control the voice commands. You can use them to control the Ecobee through Alexa and or Google Home and or HomeKit commands, so Siri commands on your iPhone. The Ecobee also has one other neat feature, is that Ecobee has Alexa built in, which means there's an actual speaker and a microphone built into the thermostat, which allows you to say Alexa commands directly to the thermostat, which eliminates the need for one of these devices in that same room that you have your Ecobee thermostat in, because it already has Alexa built in. Now, the third one, smart plugs for smart lighting. So a smart plug is nothing more than one of these, and we'll put a link to this below. And these things are relatively inexpensive. You can usually get them under $30 for one or two, or even 4 packs of some of these. And what they do is allow you to control your lighting with your phone through an app or with your voice when connected to a compatible voice assistant like Alexa or Google Home. And why I love these things is that they are so inexpensive, but they add so much functionality. I have smart home plugs for the lamps at our nightstand, and every night we use these to turn on and off the nightstand without having to get out of bed on a cold night, or turn them on, and you don't even have to get out of bed, and you can have them across the room, and you can just say Alexa, turn on whatever light you want. And that is amazing because it just adds so much functionality for such a small cost, as well as it can be helpful to save energy if you're more cognizant of turning on and off your lighting that you have plugged into these by saying Alexa commands or Google Home commands or voice commands to turn these on and off. So I think these add a ton of functionality for a very low price. I highly recommend getting a smart plug. Really doesn't matter which brand that you get. There's literally dozens of them. Just get one with good reviews. We'll put a link to ours below, but no need to get that specific brand. There are plenty of good options out there. All right, number 4, smart doorbells. Now, you may say, what does a smart doorbell have to do with anything in terms of a smart doorbell or a smart home upgrade? Well, a smart doorbell, I believe, is one of the most essential pieces of smart home tech these days. And the reason why is it offers multiple layers of functionality and security. Well, everybody tends to get more Amazon packages. Having a smart home doorbell can protect you from Amazon package theft because people are going to see the doorbell and most likely just go to another house to steal a package rather than yours, because who really wants to be on YouTube stealing packages? Not that many people. And as time goes on and more of these videos are published, more people realize, hey, it's not a good idea to do that. Also, it lets you know when a package has arrived. It'll let you know who's at your front door, and it lets you know when other family, friends, or relatives are stopping by. So if you've got kids and you want to know when they get home from school, it's a great way to see when somebody came to your house. Or maybe you've got a dog and you have a dog walker and you want to know when the dog was last taken out. You can just pull it up on your video doorbell and see what's going on. Now, the other thing about this, just in general, is that the front door is the most common access point for crimes that are committed in people's homes. A lot of people think that, like somebody's going to climb up the roof, go through a window, get a ladder, jump in, slide down the chimney, and try and steal things. No, the reality is, if you look at the statistics for crimes that are committed, burglaries, robberies, whatever it is, most of the time it's somebody going in through an unlocked front door, and hopefully having a smart doorbell would give that person a bit of hesitation or pause, and they would move on because they realize they're on video. So it's a great way to protect your family, your Amazon packages, as well as keep tabs as what's going on in your household. And the last one that brings us to unlocked front doors. Yep, it's a smart lock. And with smart locks, I recommend them as one of the top DIY smart home upgrades because, like I said before, your front door is the most common entry point for where people are going to commit a crime. And most oftentimes, it's because you left the door unlocked. So a smart lock not only has the advantage of allowing you to open and close it with a key code or through the phone app, which you can give users like dog walkers, your kids, relatives, all their own codes, so they don't need to worry about having a key. They can just press in their birthday or whatever code you make for them and they can get in the house. But they also have auto-locking features on them, which means that if you forget to lock the door or when you leave, you can have these smart locks set to automatically lock when you leave or when you forgot. So that means that your front door will no longer be unlocked to be burglarized or robbed or whatever crime somebody is committed to committing. So think about security, think about ease of access, think about that time that you've been locked out of your house because somebody lost the keys, or you lost the keys, or you just don't have them and you drop them in the snow. So when you think about that, having a smart lock is a great investment because you don't have to worry about calling a locksmith anymore. You can get in, you just press the code, you do it on your phone app if you want, and some of these are even voice enabled, so you can open them with your voice if you're inside and you have the passcode. Of course, they don't just let anyone say unlock the door. That would not be a good thing. But they also provide you a history of who accessed your home, so you can see when the dog walker came, you can see when a cleaning person came, or you can see when the babysitter got there, or whenever someone else in your home got home from school, work, whatever it is. So smart locks are a great way to protect your home, but they also provide you ease of access and prevent you from getting locked out of your house. I also love smart locks in the summertime. Well, really year round, but if you want to go for a run or a bike ride, you don't have to worry about taking your keys with you, which is just a really nice freeing feeling, not to have one extra thing jingling around in your pockets. And for a lot of people, that's going to be enough reason right there. So we hope you enjoyed this DIY smart home project upgrade list and how you can add smart home technology to your house with nothing more than a screwdriver. Any of these projects that we've got listed here, for the most part, you can do with nothing more than just a screwdriver. You don't have to have a whole bunch of complicated tools. These are all projects that you can DIY yourself. We've got a lot of guides on our other videos that show you how to install a smart doorbell, that show you how to install a smart thermostat, and you can go ahead and look those up. But please, before you go, please like and subscribe to this video. Follow this channel, and if you want to support us, you can click on any links below or go to onehoursmarthome.com. We're also going to include the links below to the top 5 devices we recommend. So 1 or 2 for each category, and we'll just review that. For the best smart home voice assistants, Google Home, Alexa. For the smart thermostat, you've got Nest or Ecobee, really are the best options there. For smart lighting, a wide variety of smart plugs. We'll put some links to those below. For smart doorbells, you really want to stick to Nest, or the Ring doorbells are really great options. And last but not least, Yale. They make several different locks that are either connected by August or Nest. So Yale makes the actual hardware, and then they've partnered with the software partners like August Lock or Nest Lock. But really, Yale is the one that has created the hardware, and these other people have attached the software to them. And we found that the Yale devices are really the best. They have the most features because of the software partners, but also Yale's been around for a really, really long time just in normal door hardware. So it's high quality stuff that's going to work for your home. So we kind of recommend that Yale with August or the Yale with Nest. There are some Schlage smart locks that do okay, and there's some August smart locks, but really I like the Yale locks because they have touch screens on them, and I think that's more important than having a smart lock that you use with your phone, because one of the key advantages, at least for me, is being able to get in using just the touch screen rather than having to get a key out or use your phone, which can be just as inconvenient as having a key sometimes. So we hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time. Check us out at onehoursmarthome.com. Thank you.